your picture on the CV. Why my picture? I still don't get why.
Yeah, that's a cultural difference. They're like, oh, they sent me an incomplete CV, and so it goes straight to the trash. Hello and welcome back to Howdy Korea. My name is Katie and today I'm at Sejong University because there's a big job fair for international students. Many of you would probably love to get a job here in Korea, but how do you do that? Today, I'm here to get answers to all of your questions. How to get a job here in Korea? Let's find out together. K-Quiz, let's go! Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Let us know who you are and where you're from.
I'm Patricia. I'm from Austria.
My name is Liav. I'm from Israel.
My name is Nicole and I'm from Peru.
오크우드 프리미어 호텔 인사팀 담당자 최지원이라고 합니다.
캐럿 글로벌에서 THR 팀에 근무하고 있는 최영민이라고 합니다.
세종대학교 원스톱 서비스 센터 팀장을 맡고 있는 한정훈이라고 합니다.
Are you a student here in Korea?
I just graduated from Ewha Women's University over there.
Oh, congratulations! What was your major?
My major was consumer studies.
I'm a student here, fourth year in economics in Songyungkwan University.
I'm actually a recent graduate from a Korean university. My major was international relations.
And now you're here today to look for a job.
Yeah, definitely. I need to join.
I'm actually looking more into like global marketing or overseas sales, since I think that will match very well with my major.
And I'm looking to consulting area. I haven't found any consulting here yet, but there's a lot of consulting opportunities online.
Is this your first job fair?
It's actually not. I think it's my third job
Okay,
fair.
sorry, the third. Have the other two been helpful?
I would say it's at least you get a good overview of like what Korean companies are hiring, and then also you get to talk to the hiring managers. You like get to know the process and like what they're expecting of you. I think it's a very good place to gather information at least.
I have been to a lot of job fairs which are directed towards foreigners. They mostly have concierge jobs or startup specific jobs for foreigners for tourism. They're all very interesting, amusing, but they're not really for me.
I don't think you will get hired like on the spot at a job fair, but it will open your doors to like the recruitment process, to like the hiring managers, getting to know you. You even sometimes get like extra points.
오늘 이미 몇 명 만나셨잖아요. 그중에 좀 마음에 들었던 사람 있었나요?
네, 한 3-4명 있었던 것 같습니다.
아, 진짜요? 어떤 점 좋았어요?
굉장히 적극적이고 전공이 일치하고 그리고 한국어도 잘하고 그리고 영어도 잘하고 그리고 호텔에 대한 관심이 많고 그런 점들이 마음에 들지 않았나 싶습니다.
What has your experience been so far? Is it easy to find a job? Is it hard?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not been easy.
It's a bit challenging because of course we have like the language barrier, and then also the resources that are available to foreigners I think are still a little bit few.
If you don't have the correct explanation or the knowledge about which media outlets to go to, then it could be really hard and lonely, and you would just not find anything and go back home.
There are though job support centers at universities, but I think they're still very much catered towards the Korean students. So I can be looking at those job postings, but sometimes it's hard to figure out, is it a job posting I can apply to or not.
정말 현실적인 문제로는 비자도 있고 생각보다 IT 공부하러 온 유학생 친구들이 많더라고요. 그래서 이게 아무래도 관심 분야나 약간 전공을 딱 맞는 친구를 찾는 게 가장 좀 어려운 점 중에 하나인 것 같습니다.
저희가 이제 비자를 뭐 D2 비자나 D10 비자나 보면은 저희가 E7 비자로 전환해주는 기회를 주고 있는데, 근데 그 과정에서 비자를 전환시켜주는 게 굉장히 까다로워요. 그래서 저희 대표님이 보증을 서줘야 되는데, 예를 들어 비자를 전환하셔야 되는 분이 한국에서 무슨 대출을 하고 갚지 않고 자기네 국으로 돌아갔다 하면 저희 대표님이 갚아주셔야 돼요.
정말요?
이런 문제들이 좀 있어서 상당히 채용할 때 좀 조심스럽게 채용을 해야 되는 부분이 있는 것 같습니다.
What are the things that you have prepared to get into that area?
Well, I have my major. I do try to make connections as much as possible. Regarding certificates, I haven't had that many and that's a bit of a downside, especially if I compare myself with Koreans. But I do believe I make up for it with languages and international cultural knowledge.
I've been doing some like skills update too by myself, especially in the field that I'm in. People ask you for your portfolio. If you don't have a job, you don't have experience, of course. But that's why I think you have to handle on your own experience, like developing personal projects. For example, if you're doing some copywriting, you can start doing some blogs. I think now portfolios are like the thing. Your CV won't be enough.
To the job fair, I just printed out my CV in Korean only actually. Maybe it's good to also have like an English version. Companies sometimes like might also want to check your English level. I don't think you need to bring any certificates, but like still have them on hand, like at least a soft copy. Also, I think it would also be recommendable to prepare business cards actually.
Business cards, okay.
Yeah, even as a job seeker, I think like preparing your own business card can actually like help you networking, show like a bit of your personality, your creativity.
저는 이력서 봤을 때 아르바이트 경험이라도 전 세세하게 다 적는 게 오히려 더 보기가 좋다고 생각하거든요. 어쨌든 그런 아르바이트도 다 대인 커뮤니케이션 스킬을 경험해봤다는 거니까 저는 사소한 경험까지도 다 적어주시는 게 플러스 요인이지 않나.
Group projects, they come naturally, but the things that don't come naturally, you also have to do, such as internship, part-time jobs. These would be really helpful, and I slightly regret not doing as much as other people, but internship really helps. And don't undervalue your internships. Always try to say they are good, you did a lot. Don't undermine yourself. Be confident.
Are there any like mistakes that foreigners make, like very typical mistakes?
Maybe one of the mistakes is to shy away from opportunities in Korean, or like maybe not be as engaged in extracurricular activities or even like club activities. I think it's a really good way to like connect to Korean students.
I think it's really good to do networking during the university. It might be hard because you have to face people, honestly, but you have to do it because that's what it is. Like networking also helps a lot.
Especially for foreigners, like they don't put out a job posting anywhere. They would ask people they know for recommendations and then find people like, you know, through the back door, basically. Okay, have you had any bad experiences? Like, have people been reluctant to hire you because you are a foreigner? Have you had anything like that?
I haven't perceived that fully, but I will definitely will say they will prefer someone that speaks Korean better, of course.
Do you have a topic?
Yeah, I do. It's level 5, but my speaking level is much higher. But then when you sign up online, it says level 5, and that's the only thing they see.
I got topic level 5, so
Wow.
I'm pretty comfortable with talking in Korean.
Would you say that's enough to get a job in Korea?
I think topic level 5 is definitely enough.
Okay.
I think if you have like topic level 3, it would be too little. From 4 is like kind of the standard, but like most of the times, if you have higher topic level than 4, I think that's always like recommendable.
퍼펙트하진 않아도 되지만 어느 정도 듣고 그 다음에 들은 거에 대해서 대답할 수 있는 정도. 대신 뭐 전문 용어를 알 필요까지는 없을 것 같습니다.
결국에는 한국 기업에서 일을 해야 되기 때문에 직원 간의 소통이 매우 중요합니다. 그래서 못해도 한국어 4급 이상은 되는 게 좋습니다.
Are there any things that surprised you about the application process here in Korea?
Oh my god. I understand that this is like maybe a Korean process. I'm not sure, but like they really ask a lot of information. For example, the fact that you need to put your picture on the CV.
Oh yeah, you always have to put your picture. Yeah.
Why my picture? I still don't get why.
Yeah, that's a cultural difference. I guess in Korea, it's more like if you don't put it, it's like your CV is incomplete. They're like, oh, they sent me an incomplete CV, and so it goes straight to the trash. No.
외국 학생들이 아무래도 한국 문화에 익숙하지 않다 보니까 이제 외국식으로 생각할 때가 많은데 학생들이 조금 한국 기업 문화에 대해서 인터넷을 좀 찾아보고 한국 문화로 조금 예의 바르게 접근하고 그렇게 다가온다면 인터뷰할 때 도움이 많이 될 것 같습니다.
Okay, do you have any tips for people who want to come to Korea and work here?
Try to make use of your university as much as possible. Use their consulting center, use their advising center, try to get an internship through the university, go to clubs, make friends. Those friends are not necessarily work connections, but they will give you tips. Don't stay at home and be active.
자신이 지원한 회사에 대한 뭔가 직무나 산업에 대해서 공부를 많이 안 해오고 있는 경우가 있는 것 같아요. 자신이 뭔가 진짜 관심은 없더라도 이 회사에서 일하고 싶으면은 어느 정도 공부를 해서 오면 좋을 것 같아요. 그만큼 내가 관심이 있다는 걸 표현해 줄 수 있는 수단이기 때문에 산업에 대한 공부를 좀 하고 오면 좋지 않을까라는 생각이 듭니다.
이제 점점 외국인 학생들이 취업을 하고 있거든요. 그 기업에 우리 선배가 있는지 또는 우리 학교의 선배가 아니더라도 다른 외국인이 있는지 좀 먼저 알아보는 것도 좀 도움이 많이 될 겁니다.
Well, thank you so much. Now we still have a little quiz for you. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, let's just try it anyways. K-quiz, let's go! In Korea, the industry with the biggest percentage of foreign workers is the service industry. Is this true or false?
I think it's true.
Is it the service industry? It's true?
I would say it's false.
It's false.
No. I will say it's IT. Is it?
Okay, so you say it's false.
It's false.
And the reason why you say it's false is...
Because I think it's IT.
Okay, let's say you're correct. This is false, but it's not IT. Ding, ding, ding. It's false. And you are correct. It's false. According to the Labor Market Trends report published by the Ministry of Employment and Labor in July 2024, 89.6% of foreign workers are concentrated in the manufacturing sector.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, did you know that?
Almost there. I mean, no.
No. Did you know that?
Yeah, I guess it will make sense.
Exactly. There are actually a lot of people working in factories right now. Okay, so we have a gift for you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations! Ah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights. And we hope you find your dream job. And thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much.
Bye! Fighting!
Bye bye.